shark bait has such teeth.
The penalty for masturbation in Indonesia is decapitation.
Oh.
Now, they didn't say which head they cut off, but I don't think it really fucking matters, does it? Yeah, if you're in Indonesia, keep your hands to yourself, pal.
Is that where they had those horsemen from?
Must be. I should have thought of some more of that shit, but I didn't. Welcome to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. This is episode 94, which is coincidentally the title of this one, too.
Right.
And we are the only Category 5 podcast in the universe. Look, just try to find another one. I dare you. Try to find another one. Only one. And we also, I could go through a bunch of shit now, but I'm not. But we are the patron podcast of the Church of Laughter from the Czech Republic. Of course, you all knew that. Women that are in gyms do twat thrusts and Hong Kong husbands.
Yes.
Because they're under a lot of pressure. If you watched 2 shows ago, you will know why.
Mm-hmm.
They get beaten with bare hands if they cheat. But we are variety here. There's some podcasts that really, like, if you want a podcast that talks about fucking paper clips, go ahead and stay with that. But we're going to give you a lot here. We're going to give you a variety. We're the Ed Sullivans of podcasting.
Right.
And just in this next hour, you're going to get humanization, numerology. You're going to get Dear Tiny, 4 letters. 4 letters. You don't even know them, do you?
I don't.
That was probably bad planning. You're going to get, we might have to make this quick. We're going to talk a little bit about dive bars. Because this is Dive Bar Talk, as you see. Okay. We're going to have Transylvanian Brain Freeze. We're going to have the movie game. We're going to have the music game. We're going to have Argy Bargy. We're going to have Would You Rather. And we're going to have Samurai Chatter. Yeah. All in one fucking show. How can you beat that? Anyway, but I'm going to skip over that and talk about our website.
Go ahead.
www.pghdivebartalk.com. Now, we have lovely photos. That should be enough. Lovely photos is a good thing. But we have, you can buy cookies. How many podcasts? Yeah. Once again, there's a shitload of cookies in here, and I'm not allowed to smoke my fucking cigar, damn it. I was going to smoke my cigar, but I am afraid of his wife, and I thought she wouldn't be home, and she's fucking home. Friday morning, and she's home. Doesn't that woman work?
Apparently not.
Okay. Let's see what else we have. Oh, all episodes, past and present, right there on our website. Beer and pizza ratings. A feel-good song. And a list of our living legends. That's just part of it. But then we get interactive. And this is where I want you to go. Even though those are all good things. Pick 3. We're on our second week of favorite dive bars. Favorite dive bars, pick 3. And they can be open or they could be out of business. We just want to hear what your 3 favorite dive bars were. What's the definition of a dive bar? It's up to you. You come up with your own fucking definition. Mm-hmm. We also have Choose 3. And we're having a little tournament. We had, okay. You just fuck things up all the time.
Why is this my fault?
Because you didn't do the first one. It was up for 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
And now I've heard you've already done the second one, which has been up. You're watching this. It's already been up for 4 days, and you did the second one.
Yeah.
And there was a huge typo when you did yours, and you didn't even notice it, did you?
I didn't notice
that fucking figures. It's corrected now. You don't
screwing up the results.
You guys don't have to. Well, it could be because I'm not going to get all into it. But anyway, favorite dive bars. Choose 3. Now we have a new group up of choose your favorite 3 of 9 treats this time.
Oh.
Not just 8, 9 treats. And then we're going to get the top 8. We got 4 from the last time. It was in the finals are large pizza, free haircuts, a case of beer for once a month for a year, and a massage once a month for a year. Those 4 moved on into the finals, and now we got new ones up there. So if you go in, you don't have to do anything. The dive bar, you have to type like 6 letters.
Right.
But for the choose 3, you just have to hit the damn square. So That's why you should go onto our website for the pick 3 and the choose 3. Oh, and I didn't even mention, because that's coming up next, Dear Tiny. But if you have a question for Tiny, relationship, life, whatever it may be, you just type in that and we'll answer that next week. How about that? Maybe. Okay. Humanization. The experts tell you not to do this, but fuck them.
Yep.
I have some humanization thing. And now this is good or bad. You tell me if this is good or bad.
Okay.
I went to my granddaughter's 8th grade basketball game tournament this past week.
Nice.
I will say one thing. That team found 3 of the worst teams in the. They were the 4 worst teams in the country, 8th grade girls basketball. But it was good because it was very competitive.
Yeah,
and,
kudos to the athletic director.
Yeah, they didn't win, but they came in second somehow. They went 1-3 and came in second. Not even sure how the fuck that worked. Remember, they got an invite to the state tournament because they came in second.
Nice.
And it was like dodgeball when they beat those Girl Scouts. Yeah,
because they use steroids and horse tranquilizer.
But anyway, here's the good and the bad. Me and my wife go up and we're purchasing tickets, and the lady immediately said, "Okay, that'll be $10." Well, it's supposed to be more than that unless you're a senior citizen. She didn't ask. she just fucking knew.
Yeah.
She knew I was an old fucking man. That damn, couldn't she at least? I think I would have rather paid the extra few. I think it was $2 more. I think I would have rather paid the extra money, but no. She just put me through as a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Should I be happy or sad? I was happy I saved $4, but I wasn't so happy that I look so fucking old.
No, the peace of mind would be worth the $4 in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this isn't my humanization, but this is about Meghan and Huckamuck Fuck.
Oh, no.
They're in the headlines again. Meghan said, we're back to honeymoon status, and Harry has a spark in his eye again. Well, you know what that means? Meghan's giving blowjobs again. Yeah. That's the only time the guy gets a spark in his fucking eye. Yeah. Good job, Meghan. Maybe I start to like you a little bit more again.
Atta girl.
Yeah. That's definitely. There's no other reason why someone has a spark in his eye. Okay. One less humanization. This is about me again. And you tell me that this is good or bad. My wife and I couldn't decide whether to go to Kent this weekend for the last Kent State basketball game. We've been up for about 6 this year.
Okay.
And we couldn't decide, so I said, okay, we'll let Kent State decide. They had a game on Tuesday, and I said, if they win, we'll go. If they lose, we'll not go. And I kind of had mixed emotions. I mean, I want them to win because I root for them, but they probably should have lost because they had a lead and they fucking blew it. And they did one stupid thing. As a matter of fact, they had a 4-point lead with a little over a minute to go. And a guy who I said 2 weeks ago should have been on ESPN for a dunk had a wide open dunk and he misses it. The other team comes back and takes the lead in the last minute. And then Kent makes 2 foul shots with 4 seconds to go. And they win the game.
Wow.
But now that's costing me $1,000.
$1,000?
Well, I got to go up. We're staying in a hotel for 3 days. We're eating. We're drinking. We're going to the game. It's about $1,000. So should I be happy or sad that they won by 1 point?
I mean, look, you might be asking the wrong person because I feel no affiliation to any of my alma maters whatsoever. I couldn't give a fuck about any of them. But I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool to have something like that to play in for, to remember to be a part of. So
yeah, okay. And you know, in all fairness, do you know your alma mater won the regular season and last night had a record crowd at the game?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they've never had more people than that.
How about that at the new arena? Yeah.
Over $4,000. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Tiny went to Robert Morris. Oh, by the way, that's Tiny. I'm the Prince of Pittsburgh. But I digress. I'm going to move on. We have numerology. Now, this is about as media. Well, here's the crazy thing. I was just as happy with the people that were 94 than that were born in 94. Yeah. Okay. These people are 94 years old. Clint Eastwood, John Astin, Warren Buffett, Robert Duvall, and Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, man. That's a pretty good list.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. Now, who would you rather have lunch with?
It's between Clint Eastwood and Robert Duvall for me.
Okay, take Duvall because it's Clint Eastwood easy for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take Duvall.
All right. And Buzz Aldrin would probably be pretty interesting.
Any of them.
Yeah, they really would be.
Yeah.
Astin was funny as hell too.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I don't know if you remember him.
He
was Gomez Adams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no.
That's a good list.
When Clint was the mayor of Carmel, we went to his restaurant hoping he would show up there so we would get an audience, but he must have saw us coming in. We never saw him. But now here he was born in 94. See if any of these people.
Oh boy.
Justin Bieber, Harry Styles, Bad Bunny, Halsey, and Dakota Fanning.
Ugh.
Anybody interest you there?
I don't. I know Bad Bunny because of wrestling. I know he's a wrestling fan, but otherwise, I Dakota Fanning. I know her. That's a chick, right?
Yeah.
None of them jump off the board for me, but yeah, I know who they are.
Okay, that's about me too.
Yeah.
So we're just going to move on.
Yeah.
Number 94. I had to throw him in. Okay. Jose Mesa. Do you remember him?
Dude, yeah, he played for the Indians before the Pirates.
And when he pitched for the Pirates, he was about 56 years old. But I don't know with the Pirates and the Indians, but when he was with the Tigers, he was number 94.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I liked him. And actually, for a 56-year-old, he pitched pretty well.
He was their closer when he was
there.
That's right. What the hell?
That's right. And pretty decent closer.
Sure.
Okay, football. Charles Haley and Demarcus Ware are the two Hall of Famers. And then two pretty good Steelers, Chad Brown and Lawrence Timmons.
That was the one I thought of, yeah.
Timmons' son plays at Pine Richland now, and it's damn good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a linebacker. I think he's a defensive back.
Okay.
But, okay, that's who you have. And then, the number 94 must really suck.
Oh, no.
I didn't read anything interesting about it.
Yeah.
But it said, this is in Wikipedia, divisible by 1, 2, 47, and 21. It's not divisible by 21. That would be 84. 84, not 94.
That's hilarious.
Okay, two things quickly. These are headlines from Science. This isn't New Scientist. This is Scientific American. It's supposedly a step up, and part of the reason I'm not going to renew.
Uh-oh.
Okay, these are three headlines from Scientific American, the big-time science magazine. Brains produce thoughts surprisingly slow. There is not one person out there, you, me, or you, that is surprised by that. Whether we're talking about ourselves or mostly about other people. No, we all fucking knew that. Of course they produce slow.
That's awesome.
Here, you might be interested in this. A new potato flourishes in heat waves.
Just get a fucking heat wave. Yeah. Wow.
Let's see how this last one interests you. Most people aren't good at judging knot strength. Now you see why I am not.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Well, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Now, one last thing I almost forgot. Paul G came through for you again. And then, boy, he really solidified his living legend status. Not only, he said he got it in 3 words.
Holy shit.
I gave you like a whole.
I want to give you shit for this. I want to give you shit.
Go
I'm glad
ahead.
you brought this up.
Okay, good.
Because you say that's one of his most popular songs. I'd never fucking heard of that song.
Tiny Dancer?
Your
name's Tiny. Of all people, you should know Tiny Dancer.
The only reason it was even popular was because of some bullshit pop culture movie that came out in 2000. I looked at it, Almost Famous or some fucking thing.
Nah, you're full of Harry horseshit.
There's so many other songs of his that are more popular than fucking Tiny Dancer. I'm sorry, that's bullshit.
It's just
go ahead.
I have to struggle to find something that you might fucking know. I can't give you Metallica every week.
No, you gave me Metallica once.
Yeah. No one everyone bitched. They said, "What the fuck you doing there?"
No, it was only popular. It flopped when it first came out. It wasn't made popular until that horseshit movie came out. Almost Famous with that fucking Kate Hudson bitch, and it was
I like Kate Hudson.
Yeah. Isn't that Goldie Hawn's daughter?
Yeah.
She's so. and that's the only reason it made a comeback is from that. It was like from 2000 or something.
Okay, first of all,
there's so many other songs.
This was supposed to be about Paul G, not even about you. So, somehow you made it about yourself, like you always fucking do.
No.
Okay, Paul G. Not only did he get it in 3 words,
yeah,
you didn't get it in the whole thing, Mr. Expert. 3 words, but he did watch the intro, and he did know. I'm not even gonna. He gave me a long explanation about Gaussian prime numbers.
Oh, geez.
Oh, he knew exactly what the fuck it was.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Paul G,
Yeah.
maybe you should be on this damn thing. Maybe we should throw his ass off. Not only can you do a music game, you can tell us about math shit because, he was all over that.
Wow.
All right. Okay, that's enough of that, but we'll be back. 4 letters, count them 4, of Dear Tiny.
Dear Abby, my feet are too long. My hair's falling out.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. And this is I think I fucked up. I think this is the 8th installment of Dear Tiny.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Will it keep going? We'll have to see. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. This is where Tiny gives you advice because, and I help out a little bit. It's mostly his segment though, but between the two of us, we have 55 years of marriage with no divorce. So we can talk relationship and we tell you just about any fucking thing. How about that?
We're well-versed.
That's right. All right. This first one's from Cindy of Chattanooga. She said, did you buy your RV new or used? And would you do the same again?
We bought it used, but with the caveat it was newer used, which is probably what I would recommend. I don't know. I mean, you get the same new car smell, but more importantly, it came with all of the warranty information, which we've already unfortunately had to use. So if you're going to buy I don't know. I mean, like cars, I'm okay with used cars. But I'm not a car guy. I know some people swear by those, but as far as RVs, I think you get away with used. It's not like it's something like an ATV gets beat on purpose, right? I mean, an RV is meant, some people say they're better stationary or not. I don't know what the difference is, but I would say you're okay buying used in that case.
My 2 cents is he has fucking Barlow money. He can afford new, used, ones that even haven't been invented yet. So he's good with anything.
For the record, I was a no on the RV purchase from the outset, and you see where that got us. So, yeah.
And now you see why I'm scared of his wife. I can't even fucking smoke a cigar. Maybe I can hold a pen.
You on the end of your pen.
That's right. Okay, this next one I put anonymous, but I think this is from Jane. Dear Tiny, and this has to do with what you wrote about the dive bars on our website.
Yeah,
every one of you can go read that if you want.
There you go.
Because you're supposed to just give an answer, and he gave a fucking long explanation on each fucking. First of all, he gave more than he was supposed to, and then he gave a long fucking explanation.
She didn't have to include all that.
She did, though.
Just for your benefit.
Yeah, my benefit. Yeah. The thing's gonna crash because we got too much shit on that. Anyway, dear Tiny, if you could go back to the Swirl Inn for one more afternoon drinking beer with your uncle, would you go, or would you rather leave the past preserved as it is in your memory?
That's an easy one. My uncle was a lot of fun to hang around with, even when he was drunk. I mean, he was a good bullshitter and a good storyteller, and he was fun. So to have one more chance to go have a beer with him would be really cool. That's an easy one.
My wife and I actually talked about this one, and we agreed totally to bring back someone that you were close to that's no longer with us. That for sure you do that now. I had
as much of a dump as Swirl Inn was, it would that would just add to. He could sit and drink his room temperature Old Milwaukee's best pounders.
I had a vacation where my sister-in-law was a fucking bitch. I'm going to tell you about it sometime pretty soon. Now, I would. And she's still alive, as far as I know. I not only would I not bring that back, a vacation with her, I'd fucking kill her. But
wow,
I'm saving that. That might be number 100, Argy Bargy. It's the one I'm most pissed about in my whole life.
Wow.
But I'll settle down now. Okay, for question 3. How about that? Whew. Okay. This is from Ed. Dear Tiny, my wife sleeps in the raw. Then she showers, brushes her teeth, and fixes our breakfast still in the buff.
Nice.
It's just the two of us that live there, but do you think this is okay?
Absolutely. So, yeah, I like to sleep in the nude myself.
Really?
Yeah. So I highly recommend it if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all for all that.
Yeah.
Sleep in a nude, but how about brushing her teeth and fixing breakfast and all that?
Well, I mean, it depends what you're making for breakfast, I guess. Actually, you just stole my fucking thing for Samurai Chatter. It was going to be what rules it was going to be never fry bacon in the nude. Well, I guess I'll use it now.
If it'll make you feel any better, you just stole mine. I didn't do it in the nude, but I did one time fried bacon with no shirt on. I was hungover and I fried bacon, and does it hurt like shit? So yeah, we each ruined each other.
Damn. Well,
you have nothing to look forward to Samurai Chatter now, but you know one thing, because it comes from both of us: don't fry bacon either in the nude or with a shirt off. Because have you actually done it?
No,
you didn't. Yeah, I fucking did. I can tell you that. If you need to hear more, come to me. Okay.
All right.
You ready for the last one?
Let's do it.
This is from Aspinwall Andy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Aspinwall Andy. He said, Dear Tiny, my wife goes out nearly every night for about 5 hours to electrically charge our car. I appreciate her help with household tasks, but I'm a bit concerned as our car is not electric or hybrid. It's a gasoline engine. Any suggestions? Aspinwall Andy.
Andy. Does Andy know what a side piece is? He needs to maybe look into.
Andy's not that bright.
Maybe hire a private detective to follow her around a little bit and see where she's spending her time.
Okay. I have nothing for that. I'll leave that to our expert
right.
in advice. Okay, Andy, I hope you got that. All right, we'll be back, and I'm not even sure where we're going with this, but I think we're going to talk at least a little bit about dive bars since it's our pick 3 right now.
Let's try it out. Welcome to the Dive Bar Show. Gonna have some fun.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, and this segment is going to be not a real long one, but because it's a tease, we're going to do it again next week. How about that? And since we are Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, and since pick 3 is your 3 favorite dive bars of all time, Tiny and I have decided to tell one dive bar story. We were going to tell a bunch, but we didn't want you to have to sit here through 3 hours of shit. So we're going to do one this week. We're going to do one next week, and who knows? Maybe it'll go on forever and ever. But hang with us right here because you only have to do one this week. Tiny, what you got? I have no idea what he's going to say.
Yeah. So on the part of my list for the top 3, this was second on my list. It was, and of the 5 we did, only 2 are still in existence.
No. The 5 you did.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pick 3.
Oh.
That's the name of the fucking thing. You picked 5. No one else picked 5.
Oh, I'm like King Kong Bundy. He used to make everybody count to 5 instead of 3 in the ring. But it's one of the 3 that no longer exists. It's the 222 bar on the north side.
Great place.
Oh, is that place awesome? It was such a dump. But it was when we first moved to Pittsburgh, it was like 2005 or 6. I used to work at Nat City, which was at the Allegheny Center Mall location there around that square. And I worked weird hours. I would either work like 11 to 6 or 12 to 7. It was weird hours, but that was also when we started getting pirate tickets. And so it worked out really well where I would work and then I just walk down from work and right to the game and go there. Well, I had a buddy, Eric Vermillion, who was an Orioles
Where
fan.
were you living then?
McCandless.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't live anywhere else in Pittsburgh other than McCandless.
Okay.
Yeah. But my buddy Eric that worked at Nat City, we were on a project together, and he's an Orioles fan, and that was right around when Interleague was at its peak, And so, but we used to walk down together and stop at the 222 because you get a shot and a beer for like $2.50, $2.75, and we wouldn't necessarily get tuned up, but it was just enough to grease it up so you could go to the stadium, not spend a fortune. That was kind of a roll in 222. But the other person I used to walk down with quite a bit because the studio used to be there was Stan Savran.
Really?
with Fox. Well, it was Fox Sports Pittsburgh then, but
yeah.
we used to walk. I talked to Stan probably twice a week. Walking to the game, and I could never convince him to come in with me to the bar. He'd always leave me there.
You walk from where you worked down, and he would go to the stadium, and you'd stop at the bar.
And that's right.
Okay.
I was like, hey, I'll buy.
Well, he did have to work, you know.
Yeah, but just for a shot of
Stan Savron, for those of you that aren't from Pittsburgh,
so awesome.
He's a Pittsburgh icon. They were flying flags at half mast when he died.
Oh yeah,
he was here forever, and everybody liked him.
And he would speak freely about the Pirates and all that too. Like, fuck yeah, like he'd bitch and whatever. So it was a lot of fun. That walk was almost as much fun as.
I would think it would be.
Yeah. So I guarantee he never knew my name, but like we'd step. He'd like I wouldn't wait for me, but if he saw, we'd walk down together.
You think if he was living today, he'd watch this podcast?
He'd be into this, I think.
You think?
This is kind of his. I mean, him and Guy. I'm not saying we talk sports like they do, but
I think no way. No fucking way.
Yeah, you underestimate him.
Okay.
So that's my story.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk about the Gateway on Route 8 in Gibsonia, and it's not where we met, but it's where we got to know each other because. So you can blame the Gateway for us doing this shit that you have to fucking watch, or that you pull in once in a while. And it was real close to where we played hoops, and that's where we used to go all the time. And there's so many stories I could tell about the Gateway, but two quick ones. One quick one, one longer. You used to be able to eat there, and then one day we walked in, the fucking cook died, so there was no food. And I'm not talking for a week. I'm talking for like 9 years. 9 years, no food. They have food there now. It's not even horrible. The Gateway is still open. But my story that I'm going to tell about the Gateway, and we're going to actually have a photo. How about that? A photo. When you went into the bathroom, first of all, no one would dare take a crap there because there was a toilet there, but there was nothing covering it up. No door, no nothing.
I don't think I fit in there.
But you peed basically into a drain. There was a little wall, and then there was just a drain, and you peed over the wall into the drain.
Right.
And a tradition started by other people, not me at the time, where they would throw change in there.
Right.
And one night I'm drunk as fuck, and I come back to our table. Yeah, I know, hard to believe. We used to get really trashed at the Gateway. And I said, the poor person that has to pick up that change because people would throw change and then it would get peed all over. And then someone said to me, no, it wouldn't be so bad. You get like a cup of bleach and you wear gloves and you just pick that up and put it in the bleach and then that's free money you get. And I thought, well, damn, that does sound a little too easy for this sons of bitches, whoever cleans this up. So I started a new tradition that I don't know if it's still going because we went there for years and years, but we haven't been there for a while. I used to put $1 bill down in the drain, and I'd make sure I peed on it too, so no one could just grab it right there. But that you couldn't put that in the cup of bleach because it wouldn't be worth anything. But if someone's picking up those damn nickels and pennies and dimes, they want that damn dollar.
To give perspective too, the urinal section is about the size of like a standing shower stall. Like, so I don't know if you're bending over, like, good luck being able to manipulate and maneuver in there without bumping into walls that people pee on. It's just gross. The whole thing was so gross. It was
totally gross. Still there, by the way. We haven't been there. We stopped in.
We went
on our way to the Shiners.
Yeah.
We stopped in, and I think he's going to have another story about the Gateway. Next week. So stay tuned next week. He'll have another story, and I might tell a story about the 222.
There you go.
How about that? So that's a little tease for you. We do have choose your 3 dive bars. So maybe we'll go there and check that out. But for right now, we'll be back with Transylvanian Brain Freeze.
Transylvania Brain Freeze.
This is a Transylvania brain freeze. And one other fact that we just came up with is when you don't eat beforehand, you get a little drunker than normal. And we're recording this much earlier than normal.
Yes.
Because I have somewhere to go to. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Thanks for asking. Okay, but that's not going to stop me from giving you Transylvanian brain freeze. The Reverend Jerry McAfee from Minneapolis. He runs a group that preaches anti-violence. That's a real good thing.
Yeah.
Real good thing. However, he was at a city council meeting, and they were debating whether to continue funding his program.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that didn't go over well with the Reverend Jerry.
Uh-oh.
During the meeting, McAfee stormed the podium and challenged one council member to a fight for the way you're looking at me. He then warned the entire council to stop playing games with my funding or they'll face consequences from his people.
Oh.
He then added, and that's not a threat, it's a promise.
Nice. Nice.
So, if you're in Minneapolis, don't be fucking with Jerry McAfee because he's going to fuck you up with his anti-violence group.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Exactly. Okay. Number 2. We got 3 of them. Archaeologists examined 9 mummies, and they were surprised by the pleasantness of the aroma emitted by the 5,000-year-old human remains.
Oh, come on.
No. Researcher Cecilia Bembibre
Right.
characterized the smell as woody, spicy, and sweet. Who knew? It must come full circle.
Yeah.
You must smell like, I know you smell like shit at the beginning, but if okay, for those of you that are harboring dead bodies in your house,
Right.
just hang in there because it'll become, it smells really bad right now, but it'll become woody, spicy, and sweet.
Yeah.
How about that?
Didn't they embalm them? Isn't that how they do with mummies? They probably put a bunch of shit in
Oh,
there.
they probably
Probably
did.
stuffed them full of a bunch of herbs and shit.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I
Yeah.
guess you're right. There must have been nice herbs.
Yeah, apparently they worked.
How about that? All right, and our last Transylvanian brain freeze. Loretta Chamberlain, she's from upstate New York, just celebrated her 104th birthday.
Oh,
You don't like that?
that sounds awful. You want?
But she fulfilled her life dream. You know what it was?
Go ahead.
Going to jail. Loretta always wanted to go to jail and never did. So her nursing home granted her a strange request by taking her to the Livingston County Jail, where she was fingerprinted, posed for a mugshot, visited the booking chamber, and was briefly locked in a cell. Loretta said the trip was wonderful and more interesting than she thought it would be.
I'm glad I don't live in New York because I'd be bitching about how my tax dollars were spent.
Number 1, your tax dollars, but number 2, of all the things Loretta could wish for on her 104th birthday,
Right. Go
to jail.
Yeah, right.
For those of us that have been in there, anyone that's ever been there, they're not fucking.
Yeah, you don't want.
They're not wishing for that shit.
Oh,
So I guess I'm glad Loretta's happy,
I
but
guess.
what a bunch of shit. Loretta, next time, I don't know.
Go to the strip club.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
good. That would be good.
Yeah.
Booze, women, drugs,
Yeah,
something. Yeah, not fucking jail.
Mm.
Okay. We'll be back with the movie game.
Dive bar show, I do everyone.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. We are now going to play the movie game. And I didn't tell you this. I came up with a little idea. The movie game may change rules a little bit here coming up.
Uh-oh.
Not right away, but pretty soon. Soon. Maybe after that number 100.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, do you have any ideas for the number 100 show?
Boy, I sure don't.
Me neither. That is going to be one shitty show. Maybe you should skip that one.
Very anticlimactic.
Okay, so what we do in the movie game here is I give Tiny and you 6 different characters, and then I give you 2 actors that were in the movie, and you and Tiny try to guess the title of the movie and the year. And then I'll tell you some stuff about the movie, and then we'll be done. How about that?
I'm giving a precursor. I'm under the weather, so I have an out this week.
Okay. All right. I think you might be able to. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Okay. First one. And remember, you can pause, but.
Hey, don't cheat.
No, don't cheat. Don't cheat.
There's no money involved.
No. Just cheat if you're getting a better grade. You're getting money. You're getting something.
Ahead.
Don't cheat if you're just fucking getting it right, but no one gives a fuck, which is the case here.
Right.
Okay. You ready here?
Here we go.
First character. Nugget O'Cass. You don't know Nugget O'Cass?
No.
Huh? How about Neville Bell?
Oof. Nope.
How about Dunk? Nugget O'Cass, Neville Bell. I think it's Bell, or is that Ball? It might be Neville Ball. I can't really read my writing. It's either Neville Bell or Neville Ball.
Okay.
Or Dunk. I know you've seen this.
Okay.
Next one's Walter Riley.
That rings a bell.
Sue Charlton. Richard Mason. I couldn't give you the main one because that tells you what the title is.
Okay.
Nugget O'Cass, Neville Bell or Ball, Dunk, Walter Riley, Sue Charlton, Richard Mason. Okay, the 2 stars, and I think Zelda knows it.
Yeah.
Paul Hogan and Linda Kozlowski.
Holy shit. Boy, Paul Hogan. The only thing I know from him is Crocodile Dundee.
There you go. I'm trying to make this as easy as I fucking can. Bang, 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 bang. Yes. Well,
I certainly don't remember any of those names, though.
Okay. I kind of remember Dunk. And Sue Charlton was Linda Kozlowski, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
What year? What year did this come out?
Oh, man, there were a couple of these. So I'll say the first one was 1988.
Oh, 1986.
Oh.
That was close.
Okay.
Okay, Crocodile Dundee. You liked it, right?
I thought it was pretty good. Although there's so many, like the beginning when she goes down to visit him and the stereotypical tribes people they use, it's so it's so racist. It's like it
is.
It's funny. And then when he grabs the dude by the junk in the bar when he comes to New York. Yeah, that's a good movie. I like it.
Maybe I should have you give the things. Those are better than what I have. Okay, now this is interesting though. Only cost $8.8 million to make. It made $328 million at the box office.
Holy shit!
How about that?
That's a big
now,
difference.
that's just in America. You know,
right.
I don't know about elsewhere.
Yeah, well, nobody was a big star at that point in that movie, right?
No, they weren't. The first scene showed the Sydney Harbor Bridge. Before acting, Paul Hogan helped to paint that bridge.
Okay.
So he did come from humble beginnings. The quote marks around the word crocodile were added to ensure people didn't think Dundee was a crocodile. And if you watch this show and do anything else in life, you know you can never underestimate the stupidity of people. So
That's right,
whatever you can do.
The brain produces thoughts very slowly.
Very slowly, if at all. That's what Scientific American didn't tell us, if at all. And the idea for the movie came about when Hogan felt like an outsider when he visited New York City. People thought he was Scottish. Speaking of the stupidity of people.
Of course they did, right?
So that's how many. I didn't look up how many Crocodile Dundees were there.
I know there was at least 2.
Yeah. Oh, I think there was more than that.
I think there were. Yeah.
Good movie though. I recommend it if you haven't seen Nugget O'Cass and Dunk. Okay. So that's 1 for 2 for Tiny. But now it gets serious. We're coming back with the music game and going for number 60. Welcome back, and you can have fun. You can have fun, but he can't, because it's time for the music game. And between he and Paul G, They've got 59 in a row, but lately it's been all Paul G. And once again, I hate to keep bringing this up. No, I don't. He acted like he was such a fucking expert. He's been such a piece of shit at these. No. Oh no, I didn't put words.
I never claimed to be. I carried us in a bar game once.
Here's the deal. I listened to that for so long, I started to believe it. This is a good lesson for you. Just keep talking shit, and people will believe you if you keep talking
destiny.
Shit. Yeah, he kept talking shit, and after a while, I started thinking, well, maybe he was. At the time, I thought, no, he wasn't. He didn't do dick. But we were in this fucking contest that we came in 8th out of 9, and he was all bragging about how good he did. And now we're seeing his true colors because. There's been some easy fucking songs here lately.
No,
But anyway,
was under protest.
Paul G's been carrying you, and we are going for number 60 in a row, which is pretty unbelievable.
That's right.
But Paul G's got about. I think he got like 5 of the last 7.
Oh, he's definitely been the heavy.
Yeah.
I've been the heavy the last few weeks.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, and he knew what Gaussian prime numbers were.
That's right.
Too.
I can't help there either.
Well, no, I don't think many of us can. I didn't even think he would know that, but I could tell by the way he fucking laid that out. I said, "Fuck!" He didn't even look this shit up. He knew all that shit. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is. But he is a good math teacher. I didn't know he was so good at this.
Yeah.
But this one, I gave you some extra lines here, just in case.
I won't need them this week.
Well, we'll see. All right. So Tiny has to guess the name, and you guys too. The name of the song, the artist of the group, and the year it came out. But the main thing is the title of the song. And I keep trying to make them easier and easier, and it doesn't fucking work. So I'm giving you more lines if you need it. Okay. You ready?
Let's do it.
Tommy used to work on the docks. You already got it?
Yeah.
Let me go through. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough, so tough. Gina works the diner all day. Working for her man, she brings home her pay. For love, she says we've got to hold on to what we've got.
Wanted to sing.
Cause it doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. What is it?
Living on a Prayer.
Yay! Tiny gets one. Ooh, okay. I know you know who sings that.
It's Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and what year? And tell you the truth, I got 2 years that was put in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'll give you credit for either one.
Well, the album was Slippery When Wet, right?
I think so.
Wasn't there? Was it 84?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a great year for music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It also said 86 somewhere, but
okay.
84 was the main one.
Okay.
So Tiny goes an incredible 4 out of 5.
That's right.
This time, don't you?
Rebound.
But, boy, it rebound. But I have to make this so fucking easy.
I had that on the first lyric.
Well, it's about time because you've been doing so fucking bad. But okay. There we go. 60 in a row.
Yeah.
60 in a row. Next week, we go for 61 to tie Joe DiMaggio and his hitting streak with the San Francisco Seals. Look it up. I'll be back. Believe it or not, I'm going to bitch about something. Argy Bargy.
Hey, give us some of that Argy Bargy. Giving it all to Jack. Give it some of that Argy Bargy.
Welcome back, Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. Here's my Argy Bargy. This week at LA Fitness, I'm sitting in the sauna, which is one of my favorite things. I don't love working out, but I do kind of like the sauna. And all of a sudden, this emergency buzzer alarm goes off.
Uh-oh.
But I'm in there with 3 other people. No one's moving. I hear people in the locker room. So we're just sitting in there. Now, some of the guys that were with me have headphones in, so they probably couldn't have heard it, but I heard it. But this had to go on for 7 minutes.
Oof. It's not very relaxing.
And then a guy, a worker, actually comes in, opens the door and looks. And he sees 4 of us in there. And he shuts the door. And then he comes back 45 seconds later. You guys got to leave. Now, I was expecting maybe we were going to have to, but after he looked in the first time, I'm thinking, well, what the fuck?
What changed?
So, exactly. I said, all right. So, I didn't know what was going on there. So I just hurry up and put quick shoes on, my old sweaty shirt on. I didn't have time to take a shower or anything, and I grab my shit and I go walking outside. But when I walked outside, I didn't see any. Usually there's police or firemen or something. Nothing. And everyone was standing real close to the building. Now, if it was a fucking emergency, they usually make you go further.
Right.
So that man, so I said, I'm just going to go home. I get in my car. I don't even have the keys in the ignition, and everyone else is walking back in. So I said, fuck it, I'm at least using their water and soap. So I walked back in and I took another sauna. And then I took the shower and washed myself and all that shit. But, and I asked nicely, and it was some outside workers that were working on something else that tripped the alarm. But couldn't they have fucking told us that?
Yeah.
If they didn't call the police or the fire, they had to know that we weren't in fucking danger or anything.
Chinese
so
fire drill.
Yeah, what the fuck? If there's an emergency, I'm happy to get out. But it was cold as fuck that day. I'm sweaty as fuck. And I'm out there for, I don't know, not very long, because as soon as I get to my car, then I had to walk all the way back in. So I understand things happen, but fuck, explain it to us, will you? That's my Argy Bargy. Okay, it's time for our most popular segment. And as those of you that view often, you know, at this point, it's either a would you rather or it's onions, coochie, and cat piss. And this week it happens to be would you rather, and it's Amanda Seyfried of Mean Girls versus Kaley Cuoco of 8 Simple Rules and Big Bang Theory.
Right.
So I will not give the score until the end, so you have some suspense. How about that? But it was weird last week with or 2 weeks ago with Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah,
didn't get as many votes, but everyone had a comment.
Yeah.
This week, not that many people had comments, but I got more votes. I make that as you will. How about that? Okay, so let me just read a few comments, and then we'll get on to what Tiny and I have to say. I will tell you, our vote does not count this week, as it usually does not.
Yeah.
That's why it was so fun the last time, because our vote actually counted.
It did.
Actually counted.
Yeah.
All right. Here are some comments. Kaley, but they said maybe the closest call that you've ever sent.
Wow.
So they thought it was real close.
Okay.
Kaley, twice on Sundays. I'm not sure what that means, but Kaley, amazing body or more body on her. You got those two. Kaley, loved her in Big Bang Theory. And I think you'll know who this is from.
Go ahead.
Kaley, easily. I've had a thing for her ever since 8 Simple Rules. But there is only one simple rule I live by. If she's got nice titters, motorboat those sumbitches. He's come through pretty well lately.
I got a roll.
We don't give names, but yeah,
he's been on a roll.
He's been on a big time roll.
Yeah.
I didn't get that till yesterday. I didn't think
really? He told me that same story when I texted you.
I didn't. Yeah, I sent it out
funny.
Sunday. I thought, oh, I'm not going to hear from him this week because I did not get a different spin this week.
Wow.
But I did get. This is a comment to Adore, who now gets his own card because he's made it up to that level.
I agree.
Kaley gets my personal Trout Trouser Choice Award. Superb ripe melons that seem ready to pluck from the vine, and a derriere that invites unlimited exploration and possibilities.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing against Amanda. You know when someone says nothing against.
It's common.
Yeah. I truly think she would be more than adequate. God damn, I wrote these big and I still can't see it. Okay, she would be more than an adequate cum dumpster that I certainly wouldn't mind putting my trash bag in.
Wow.
But Kaley gets my vote for having a meaningful 15-minute relationship with him. That's a comment to Adore. I apologize. I didn't read that very well either. I even wrote them bigger. I thought I'd do better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And we know who this is from, right?
We do.
Mr. Harrelson, who last week, usually we hear from Mr. Harrelson every other week. Last week, he actually wrote Dear Tiny.
Oh, that's right.
Well, wouldn't that be something if he wrote again?
Yeah. It was a good one.
It was. All right. Mr. Harrelson had this to say. Kaley looks pretty slutty, and that gets the blood charging to the center of my universe. But my blood runs away like the Japanese in Tokyo at the sight of Godzilla. When I think she might have done the big nasty with one of the dweebs on the Big Bang Theory.
He's getting close to me for where, yes. I love it. Yes.
So he said, I'll go with Seyfried. She's only 5'3", and I'd like her to sit on my maypole so I can spin her around like a top until she's propelled off my old faithful. and actually, you had a comment that I forgot, right?
Yeah. So
not yours, but
no,
a buddy of
it.
yours.
Yeah, my buddy Dave. I've started sending these out finally after 75 episodes.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
finally
Exactly.
And so I've been giving you all my tallies, but really Dave's the only one that commented. He just noted that Amanda looks like Sid from Ice Age. He sent me a picture of him because I didn't know who he's talking about.
Okay, so those are our comments. Now,
yeah,
me and Tiny still have to vote. Like I said, our votes don't really count, but hey, not all our votes count.
That's right.
Okay.
My vote, I went with Amanda, and I actually thought she was on a show I used to watch called Big Love. It was about Mormons on HBO with I forget the guy's name now. Shit, but I don't know if it's her or not. But
and you didn't look it up, of course.
Of course not. No.
That's why this is Dive Bar Talk, because we talk shit even though we don't fucking know.
That's right.
And we don't look it up. We just talk.
But I do know that Kelly Cuoco or whatever, it was on that Big Bang Theory, and that show, I don't understand why it was popular. It's so dumb. I can't stand that fucking show, and it's so popular, and I just hate people so much, and when they say how much they like it, it just makes me hate her, and that's why I went with Amanda.
Okay. I don't mind the Big Bang Theory. I think it's I kind of like it. Yeah. And I went with Kaley because that body is just unfucking believable.
Yeah. I do think Amanda's boobs are kind of underrated. From what
they probably
saying.
are, but I kind of agree with your buddy Dave that her eyes are fucking. They scare me. And more, he said who they look like.
Sid from Ice Age.
Yeah, and I said Brooks Orpik from the Penguins. They fucking scare me.
Wow, there's a reference.
Yeah, not too many will get that.
Didn't they make fun of her in Ted or one of the Bear movies?
Well, she was in Ted too.
Okay.
She was like a star.
Yeah, and they made fun of her.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So she must. I don't know.
So anyway, with me and Tiny voting differently, final score: Kaley wins 63-11.
Jesus.
Have we ever had one that big?
Not in recent memory.
74 votes and 63 went to Kaley.
That's a big number.
So Kaley moves on in that tournament we may or may not have.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am reserving the right, and I think I may do this soon. We have a pretty good losers bracket.
Oh,
I may put those in onions, coochie, and cat piss.
There we go.
I'm sure artificial intelligence will love.
Have a field day.
Yeah, exactly. So Kaley moves on, and we'll be back with Samurai Chatter. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, and guess what? This is the last segment, but it's not the worst segment or the least segment because it's Samurai Chatter. Now, what we do in Samurai Chatter, besides forget what we're fucking saying, is we answer 4 questions. 4 questions. I gave you these questions this time, didn't I? So you get to know us up close and personal. This is once again where the experts say in podcasts don't humanize each other. We're fucking humanizing each other, and you're going to enjoy it, damn it. Or laugh at us. That's okay. That's okay. We're all right. And once again, you can play along. I'll read the question. You can pause and you can think, hey, what would I answer to that? Then you can compare the answers with me and Tiny and we could have a great time together. What do you think?
You know why the experts are wrong about that? They're right about that with most people because most people don't have any fucking personality.
That's true. That's true.
No, we don't want to hear you because you're bland and boring.
Yeah.
We have, we bring a certain level of personality to this thing.
We don't have much, but we do have personality compared to those other fuck sticks that you're listening to about paper clips or wires or whatever the fuck else they talk about.
That's right.
Where Ed Sullivan, we'll give you variety.
That's right.
See? How many other people have samurai chatter? I didn't even talk about that yet. Nobody else has samurai chatter.
No, of course
Nobody
not.
else has onions, coochie, and cat piss.
That's right.
And other shit that I can't remember right now. Dear Tiny. What, do you think anyone else has Dear Tiny?
No, of course not.
Fuck them. Fuck them. All right. That sounded like an Argy Bargy,
It sure
didn't it?
did.
Yeah. And I'm not even very pissed. Okay. All right. Here we go with Samurai Chatter. 4 questions to get to know Tiny and I up close and personal.
Right.
What is the one rule that you'll never break? And what is the one rule that you'll never break? Like I said, we're all playing this together.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a better one than my original, which was never fry bacon in the nude. That was as soon as I read it.
That's right.
As soon as I read the question yesterday, I'm like, that's the one. I don't want to break it, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. I'll tell you the one thing that I know I'm never going to break: the law of gravity. I am not going to break that ever. I could try, but I probably won't. So I'm not even going to try. I'm going to stay within the law.
Right.
Okay. How about that?
Yep.
Okay. I can't wait to hear this one. What is your last major achievement? And once again, what's your last major achievement?
This is sorry to say, but my last major achievement is editing and producing the only Category 5 podcast in the universe.
That's pretty big shit.
That's right.
That is pretty big shit.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that?
That's right.
Mofo. No one. Because we're the only Category 5 fucking podcast in the universe. Nobody else. No, just bring one on. Bring all those experts. We do this. They're not fucking Category 5. Fuck them. By the way, I wanted a T-shirt. Did you ever even give that off to somebody?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I
You
forgot.
moldy penis.
Never heard that in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's my last major achievement? Actually, it happened. Was that the end of last week or the beginning of this week? I watched 7 Andy Griffith shows in a row. They're on channel 239 and on DirecTV, and I think 6 of them had Barney Fife in them. And I even got to say, you ever watch Andy Griffith show?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I know I'm familiar, but not really watched it.
I really like them. But here's one change I've made. I never used to like Helen Crump. I would like to fuck the shit out of her. I do like Helen. I always thought she was a little bitchy, but maybe the right amount of bitchy there. You know?
Okay.
I'd do Helen in a heartbeat. Of course, that's after I watched 7 of those in a row because that was a major achievement. Major. Okay. All right, we got 2 more people. How about that? And a quote and some other shit that I wrote down here because I had nothing else to do. What is the worst thing? What is the worst that could happen if you do the thing you fear doing? Let me see. I didn't say that very well. What is the worst that could happen if you do the thing you fear doing?
Yeah. So you first have to identify what are you afraid to do that you will fail at, right? I mean, that's kind of the whole thing.
In a way.
So I think my biggest thing is I've always wanted to go into business for myself. And then what's the fear? Well, you quit your job, you lose your job, and you don't have any money. Then your wife and kids leave, and then wait a minute,
Well,
that sounds pretty fucking awesome. Wait, this is getting better. Maybe I should try this. I don't know. Now we got to think that over more.
Well, that's what Samurai Chatter's all about. We can change our mind. So that could be good or bad. Then. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. The thing I fear doing is earlier in this podcast, I dropped something right over here. and I'm afraid I'll go to pick it up, and Tiny will fucking fall on me, and I'll fucking die. Death. That's what I'm afraid of, death. Because if he falls on me, I am fucking dead.
And there's precedent there. This chair.
Absolutely. He broke 2 chairs in one day. That's got to be close to a record. I can't think many people would have done 3. Because it would take 3. Do you know there was a guy that threw 2 no-hitters in a row in Major League Baseball? So to break that, you have to get 3 in a row. So it's never gonna be broken. 2 chairs in a day. Someone had to break 3 chairs in a day to break your record. I think you're pretty safe. So I don't want to get down there and fucking die.
Yeah.
All right. We got another one. How about that? Huh? Happy as fuck. Okay, here's the question. When you close your eyes, what do you see? When you close your eyes, what do you see? You can pause. You can't cheat at this, really, but you can come up with an answer, and then you can compare to Tiny and I.
I'm actually going to change my original answer after thinking about when I close my eyes, I think about starting my own job and starting my own business and losing my job and my wife and kids leaving. And like, oh, wait. Yeah.
You're starting to like that pretty much, aren't you?
So I'm going to go back to that one when I close my eyes.
Okay. When I close my eyes, I see stools of shit, toilet paper. No. That's when I open my eyes in my basement when my septic tank fucking backs up. And it happens pretty often. So, yeah, no, I'm not closing my eyes at all. That's fucking happening. Shit, toilet paper, sludge. What was meat sludge. Meat sludge. That's what happens in my fucking basement. I forgot. My eyes weren't closed at all. My eyes were wide fucking open. Eyes Wide Shut. Wasn't that a movie?
Yeah, it was very good.
Maybe I should give you that next week.
You should watch it first. Nicole Kidman's naked like in half of it.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, you need to watch it.
I think I did, actually.
It's weird, but I don't know. She's
naked. I'm all for it. Okay. That's the questions, but we're still not done. We're pretty fucking close. But as you know, we rotate between Yogi Berra and Stephen Wright and Rodney Dangerfield. And it's Rodney Dangerfield's turn this week.
Awesome.
Rodney said, my doctor told me to watch my drinking. Now I drink in front of a mirror. Okay. So let me tell you why you should keep tuning into this. We are 720 pounds of podcast proclivity, and we just talked about it before the show. We might be more than that right now. We're trying, but not very hard. We are the team, 122 years of marriage with no divorce. How about that? The male part of the team. We don't want to make fun of the female team, but yeah, she did get divorced once, but we're not including her in this. So it's 122 years for the male part of the team. We are, as you know, I hope you know by now, the only Category 5 podcast in the universe. But did you know we're the patron podcast of the Church of Laughter, that's in the Czech Republic, of women doing twat thrusts and Hong Kong husbands because they're under a lot of pressure.
Yes.
But I'm not even done. I'm not done.
Wait, there's more.
We're at first we were one of the few, but now I did a little research. We're the only immersive podcast in the Mid-Atlantic states.
Right.
For a while, I thought we were one of the few, but no one else became immersive. So we're the only immersive podcast in the Mid-Atlantic states. And we're the hardest working podcast in 4 states. And I have a feeling we may add states and countries to that pretty soon. Just stay with me there. I'm not promising anything, but you'd be looking for an announcement because that might be. And are we anything else?
I don't think so.
I wrote down some shit right before I went.
I will say, let me say one thing. After our discovery today, if you do watch the show regularly on YouTube, check your subscription because we found out today that people were unsubscribed to the channel unwillingly or unbeknownst to them. So if you're watching this and you think you're subscribed, just double check.
Thank you. There's shit I just don't I don't understand. Sometimes we have a bunch of views and then they take them away. How can they take them fucking away?
I don't know.
But I don't understand how that works either. But we appreciate you. We really, I'm serious here. We do appreciate you for watching. And because we're the hardest working and all that other shit, we will be back next week with number 95. How about that? See you next week.
Friends.